Hello, beautiful, beautiful black people. I hope that all is well in your world and this day become a very progressive day for you and all of your wonderful, wonderful loved ones. Beautiful black people, are you not tired of racist white folks? Many black folks, Black Lives Matter, and its supporters are protesting in the street every day because they are angry and they are tired, just like me, of having to deal with racist, delusionless white folks. Every day of our lives, we have to deal with that bullshit from white folks. Every day of my life, I have to deal with that racist bullshit, that racist insanity from white folks. And you do know that racism is a mental illness. Racism is a mental illness. And every day, this Trump white boy, he gets in front of a microphone and cameras and these small-minded, empty vessel white folks in their white racist controlled mass media follow Trump to the bathroom. If they could follow him to the bathroom, they would. Repeating every lie, every conspiracy theory, everything that this idiot white boy named Trump utter out of the slit on his face. He is on the campaign trail. He's in front of microphones every day talking about law and order and how he is the one that can provide and sustain law and order. Coming from an idiot white boy that have broken the law, that have ignored the rule of law more than 2,000 times in the past 3.5 years. Trump has ignored, broken the law more than 2,000 times. Yet, there are millions of racist white folks out there. The small-minded ones, the empty vessel ones, the racist ones that are supporting Trump. They hang on every lie, every phrase of coded language that Trump utter out of the slit on his face that indicate to these millions of white folks that Trump is just like them. He's racist to the core. He is a white supremacist. He's in Wilmington, North Carolina today, spreading lies regarding law and order. And the target of this law and order campaign is other white folks. The target of this law and order rhetoric from Trump and the Republican Party are not black folks, are not even Hispanic folks, or Asian folks, or Native American folks. The target is white folks. Because that type of racism, law and order rhetoric have worked for the last 50, 60 years. Nixon used it. He called it his law and order campaign. Nixon used the Southern strategy. Ronald Reagan used it. Ronald Reagan called it war on crime. Ronald Reagan started his campaign in Philadelphia, Mississippi, the small town in Mississippi where racist white folks kidnapped, slaughtered, murdered 3 civil rights workers back in the 60s, the early 60s. You remember that? Look up Philadelphia, Mississippi. It has some history, some racist history. Hence is why Ronald Reagan kicked off his campaign in that small town, telling those racist white folks in the South, I am one of you. I think just like you. I am a white supremacist just like you. And don't forget George H.W. Bush and his Willie Horton ad, scaring the hell out of white folks, white women, and punk-ass white boys. Trump is doing the same thing today in September of 2020. He's scaring the hell out of racist white folks, racist white girls, and racist white boys by lying about the Black Lives Matter protesters, lying about violence in the street, etc., etc. 99 9/10% of the Black Lives Matter protesters are peaceful. 99% of the protests are peaceful, and 99% of the protesters are peaceful. The people that are causing the violence, looting, and burning buildings are white folks, racist white folks, Trump supporters that have come into Kenosha, Wisconsin, and Portland, Oregon, from other cities, from other states, to create havoc, to kill protesters is their ultimate goal, is to kill protesters. Hence is why the white boy with an AK-47 killed 2 white protesters in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Trump is using Ronald Reagan, Richard Nixon, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, law and order rhetoric in order to stir up, create fear in white folks, of black folks, people that look like me. And it will work. It worked for Richard Nixon. It worked for Ronald Reagan. It worked for Bill Clinton. It worked for George H.W. Bush. White folks are the most cowardice. White folks are the most fearful. White folks are the most gullible. White folks are the most stupid. White folks are the most racist. White folks are the most violent. White folks are the most inhuman bastards on the planet. It is white folks. The enemy is white folks. The enemy is Trump. The enemy is the Republican Party. The enemy is the Trump administration. It is a gangster force called the Republican Party. It is a gangster force called Trump and his administration. They are on a mission to marginalize the rest of us, even to kill the rest of us. This law and order campaign, that rhetoric, will only be believed by other white folks. They are the target of it. It have worked on them in the past. Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush. They all used that law and order rhetoric, that Southern strategy, racism, in order to instill fear in other racist white folks, in other insane white folks. Haven't I told you that insane racist white folks will always reward other insane racist white folks? Watch what happens in November. Insane racist white folks will go to the polls and vote for Trump, another insane racist white person. That's how they are. They are the most racist. They are the most fearful. They are the most cowardice. They are the most stupid. They are the most gullible. They are the most ignorant bastards on the planet, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And do not allow those white folks, those racist white folks, to manipulate you, to sway you, to use you. Do not allow it. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. That's all I have on this one.